everyone!
Hello.
So let's continue Genshin Impact. We can do two things. Okay, we can do the food delivery because that's a quick thing.
What, we're Vault delivery guys now?
Yes,
Great.
it's actually like a daily thing because I didn't today have any time to play the game, so I still have the daily tasks. But we don't have to do it, but this is like a easy thing.
Okay.
And after that, I was thinking that we could do the Archon Quest.
Okay.
I mean, we can continue that. Which one is the food delivery from here? And we could do again a story quest.
Which one we should do first, story or Archon Quest?
Which would you like?
Actually, the story. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, there is a time limit.
You really are a Vault delivery guy then.
Yes, it's here. Okay. So let's go then here.
If I may say, probably the story one would be
Okay.
maybe more. Who knows which teapot we will this time end up in?
Wait, so we should do the story one?
No.
Or the Archon one?
The story one, yes.
Which introduces to a new character.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we already have an army of characters, so might as well.
Okay, and after that, the Archon we can continue, which
Yes.
has the, teapot-like thing.
Yeah, the nice old lady and so on.
Okay, we quickly did that, and I think we just have to bring back the money. And and we should actually check the Adventurers Guild as well, because as said today I didn't play this yet, so
Okay.
we should make
Check
the people.
stuff.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's do that.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
This one. Claim. More claim. And more. And I need more money. I need more stuff for the weapons. And I need more money. And more stuff for the weapons. Okay. So, the story quests we have... I also have to claim my stuff, which I daily log into that online thing. But anyway, what I want to... Where are the quests? Here. So, story quests, we can check... there is other one, but we will not get into it today. So we can either do her, him, or I don't know if that's a her or a him, but anyway. So which one do you want? So there is one which is like this. I don't know anything about it much.
Maybe the water one, because we do need Hydra from time to time. So.
Yeah, although as said, this is actually not water, it's Cairo, just like Kaya. This is, I think, Anemo maybe, and this is Geo. But I mean, this is just, a story quest where we can maybe use the character for 1 second.
Let's go with the Cairo, or like the...
Okay, so with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they still kind of like constantly developing this game? Or
Yes,
okay.
as I know, monthly, because there is a 5.5 came out like almost a month ago, and now they are saying 5.6. and every month there is a new character you can pull, and I don't know, like a lot of reason to spend your money. Although we are not spending a cent, but
Yeah. Okay.
and also new areas are always added. I don't know if that's monthly though.
Thank you for coming on
Okay.
such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights
The voice
requires your
actress for
assistance
Paimon
with.
must be really happy because the thing is the main character is mute, but Paimon is always saying something. So
Yes, it has been one thing after
Yeah,
another recently.
I just heard that there are
Neither
some
myself nor
controversies
any of the Mondstadt
regarding
garrison
Paimon's
are
voice
able to
actor,
catch a
but I
moment
don't
of
know much,
peace.
so I don't want to get into it. But yeah,
all right.
I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of
yeah, there is
Decoravian
voice
was
acting
lost
now,
once
by the way,
again
because you
as
cannot hear
slavery
it, so
spread
Jean
throughout
is
the
talking.
land.
Yeah.
But we
The
heard
first
her talk
Dandelion Knight,
a couple
Vanessa,
of times
spearheaded
before.
the revolution that overthrew the old
She was in the
aristocratic
Archon
system
Quest
and established the
multiple
Knights of
times.
Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy
What do you think
have
of the
been at
voice
odds with
acting
one
in
another
general
for
in
as
the
long
game?
as I can remember.
I think it's quite good. I do
We've
like the
already
voice
considered
acting.
every possible
Some
way
of the
of resolving our
characters I don't
differences,
like
but
how
it seems the
their
descendants
voices
of
are,
the
but for example,
aristocracy
Jean
remain
has a good
antagonistic towards
voice
the Knights.
acting voice.
Okay.
I mean,
all
No
right.
matter what stance we take when dealing with them,
But usually you
the
don't
outcome
really
is
like English.
always the same.
yes, I
Our
do have to
efforts only
say,
result
for
in
example,
adding more
in
fuel
anime,
to
I
the
despise
flames.
English. Like, doesn't matter how good it is, I
It could
despise
come
it.
knocking on their door
But
on
in
the grounds
this
of a search
game,
warrant. But if
they
the
did it
investigation
quite
were to
good,
come up
and I
empty,
mean it's very different.
unafraid
It's
tensions
just a
of
Okay.
game
distrust would only increase.
voice, or how to say.
But they do have many times,
All of our
especially
past
some
efforts
like
would have
many
been
times
wasted.
they have those like called lines which you are
You are in
clearly
fact
from
the
like
best
anime
candidate to
or like
represent
how
the
to
Knights
say
of Favonius.
as expected
I
or
need
how to
not
say when
emphasize
they
your
say
role as
like
the
those
honorary
phrases.
knight.
Well, yeah.
You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good
Then
position
may I
to
ask
learn
who's your
more of their
favorite
possible
from like the
connections
voice
with the
actor or like
Fatui.
who's like you don't have to like
From the voice actors,
for which
Ooh.
character
Leave
is
it to
the
Master Jean to come up
hard.
with such a thorough plan.
I mean, I like that Paimon is very different from the other
Perhaps such
voices in
plans
the
have become
game.
second nature after all the
But
diplomatic
at some
issues
point, it's
I've dealt
very
with.
annoying as well because she has such a high-pitched voice.
The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls.
I
It
think
is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
I like gaming's voice actor, but the thing is that the text which he has to say is very stupid. I think.
yes. Okay.
I think so. His voice actor is good, but the text he has to say, my god. You know, some of the characters are very much directed to younger generations, so they say, so I don't know,
yeah.
younger generation words
Yeah.
and younger generation humor, and for me that is so, I don't know,
Strange.
it kinda, yeah.
But yeah, well, the younger audience is probably the target audience. for
Depends, because they have to, I mean, no, you don't have to, how to say, invest money, but like
Yeah.
they cannot target too young
Who are you?
audiences either.
True,
though.
true.
Hello, we're here too.
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Hello? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate
Schubert can
etiquette.
get on his knees.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say?
Oi, oi.
You dare question the dignity of the nobility?
I do not
I'll
question
have
your
you know that
nobility.
though
I
the
deny
Lawrence
its
clan is in
existence.
decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you.
Okay, bye.
Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
So we are going back to Jean. There is Amber.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone. Especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
Sounds like you're no stranger
I've
to
been on the
crime.
receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking,
I
but
don't
that's just
understand
not
their
how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has
She's
her own
not like the
beliefs and
other
it shows.
girls.
Yeah, of course.
In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan is frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Okay, let's go and find her.
Yes, the Knights have a member of the Lord. Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of
I
their
still
own family
remember when
members?
I made a mistake with that animal.
Ah, yes.
Okay. I suppose we have to fight
The
these.
Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later!
Let's move. Hey,
Oy.
what gives?
These are like a bit harder enemies usually. Like the Hilichars are the easiest ones. And then there are these which are a little bit more difficult.
Show's over.
Yeah, that's why. I always forget that he's like
He expires easily because he
Yes.
his health for get attacks.
Freeze!
But he's so
Dodge this! Oh, so
I do like to use him the best though.
okay.
I like his moves.
freeze!
Alright.
There's the big guy. Did I already defeat him? Maybe I did.
Cool it!
And you're a tough one.
Surrender and allegiance.
Let the show begin.
It's double. Haha. Ah no. There is more?
Let's end this quickly!
Oh.
What's the... This might will be
Do
frozen.
this. Keep fighting.
Freeze! I slipped up.
Oh.
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. First you get sniped with Mass Effect and then you get sniped.
Yeah,
Yay.
that's true. Oh, the cutscenes.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern?
Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you
She
feel
hurt
this?
in the head.
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused.
Okay, let's go back.
His family is weird.
Still,
Exactly.
Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise,
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
you need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to
I'm
take
regretting
care of,
choosing her.
wouldn't
I'm
it be
going
easier
for her.
to give us
Uh,
a clean slate?
She didn't,
Absolutely not.
or you didn't
Stealing
like
my
also
targets,
the one
calling me a
before,
ruthless
which was
ruler,
the
and suspecting my
astral.
uncle. All worthy
Yeah.
of vengeance in
Thing.
my eyes.
Astrologist, whatever.
Yeah.
And the
But
so-called
you
rich
needn't
boy
worry,
who
at
was
least
help-
not
helping
whilst
with
we're
the Archon
investigating this
Quest,
matter.
so
I'm sure if Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such
who turned out
investigation will prove
doesn't have any
fruitless.
money also, so...
Well, yeah.
But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not
Well,
even
she
close.
started that, so
Yeah.
of course
That
Paimon will
sounds
pick it up,
strange.
so...
Hey, Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No,
I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my
I'm
dear
not
friend."
Oh my
learning that.
God.
I'm not learning that. You go ahead if you want to remember that. I don't. I'm
As
not
the morning dew does what now?
dealing with this
However,
tomfoolery.
such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no, no, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is too
only the first
complicated
step
for
in
me.
making a greeting.
Yeah.
After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Ugh, is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance
At
will
least
be
good to see
mine!
that the citizens have a normal reaction to
Wow.
such a
The
manner.
Lawrence team really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else. You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Ah, right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear.
Yeah.
Then again,
Good.
I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change.
If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
She will have vengeance, like, for everyone.
Sure. That's when the French guillotine.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just
So it
spend
seems
the
like
time.
this Lawrence
Our
clan,
answer's
they
always
used
the
to be
same.
like very
We've got nothing to
important,
say to the
but
likes of
nowadays
you.
they're not so,
I mean,
and they are not
seriously,
very
can't you just
popular
take a
people
hint?
Either,
Yeah.
so.
Please calm down. We don't want to cause
And
any
probably
trouble.
that's why, because they probably still have members
I
who are,
know she's a
you know,
knight of
family members
Favonius,
who are so
and that the
high above
knights wouldn't
themselves,
misplace
but
their
people
trust,
no
but the
longer really
name
care.
Lawrence
So
carries
that's where
too
she
much
got
weight
this.
with it.
Mhm.
Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and
Yeah.
reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
Perhaps,
So this
yeah,
is the way
maybe,
things are normally
maybe.
for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As
Atrocities?
memories
What
are
did
carried
this
in a
family
sea
actually
breeze,
do?
the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Well, at least she's trying to do
That
something.
reminds me,
You know,
that
serving,
last
like,
person will not escape my vengeance either.
Yeah.
So,
Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right?
like,
Yeah,
We'll
sure.
have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Ooh, very exacting Dragonspine. Okay, because I haven't unlocked some parts in Dragonspine.
Yeah.
How about a ghost story to go with the snow?
Do I have to find her here?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Hi.
It's so cold. Does aristocratic aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks so too, but you've got this in the bag.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
I need to be elegant? Okay. I suppose I have to... But I mean... Oh my god.
What does the mission actually say? I don't see that.
Reach the target location. Oh yay. Okay. I suppose I will be not elegant though.
But you're swimming elegant.
Where is the target? Why do I have to go back there?
Dodge this!
Ah, because I cannot be launched, so if I was launched, I have to redo it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wait, but I am fine because...
Okay, because you did not fall. Can you do this?
Okay.
Good job.
Even
Not
though I
bad.
was kind of pushed a
lot better
couple of
than I had
times, but
Yeah, but you
anticipated.
were not pushed into the water anymore.
No.
So.
Paimon
Yeah.
almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
okay, so there is another challenge. I suppose we have to protect the monolith here.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it.
Okay, wait, I change.
But be careful not to get launched into the air or
Yes,
frozen while fighting. That would be
Ice,
most
fire.
unsightly. You failed this time.
Ah,
What a
wait, I
shame.
failed?
But not
So
to
I-
worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Without
You
being
failed
launched.
this time.
Ah,
What a shame.
I cannot be frozen.
But not to worry. It's just training after all.
Cryo then be better?
Let's try again.
I mean, can he be frozen? Since he is
You
cryo.
failed this time. What a shame.
I think he, I mean, he can, but
But not to worry.
let's try
It's
with
just
him.
training after all. Let's try again.
so I try to avoid them as well.
Oh, so sorry.
Cool it! Dodge this!
Because the thing is that this is also Kairos, so I should get a character which is not...
Yeah.
Freeze!
Immune, or they are immune to your attacks.
Many happy returns!
Oh, there is more. Ah, man. I try to avoid them then, so they cannot freeze me. What?
What a shame.
Oh no.
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Sometime it froze me, but I don't know when.
This is hard.
Yeah, this one is hard. No, don't you dare freezing me. No, no.
You failed this time.
Ah,
What a shame.
and I have to be careful of the bubbles
But
as
not
well.
to worry. It's just
Man.
training after
Be
all.
careful. Oh,
Let's
lot.
try again.
That's not fair. Okay.
You failed this time.
Ah,
What a
man!
shame. But not to
Okay,
worry.
wait.
It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Let's do them with Lisa that we don't even go close to them.
Yeah, avoiding them.
Let's spark things up a little.
They don't even have even the option to freeze you.
Heep. Deep. Ha. Heep. Heep.
Dodge this.
Huh? Heep. Here. Hua. Heep. Deep. Heep. Ha.
No, don't you come.
Deep. Heep.
Don't come.
You're doing good.
You're in for a little. My. You come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Yep. Come a little closer. Yep. Deep. Hup. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Stop coming for me.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little
Probably
closer.
I'm overcomplicating this, but I really don't want to be any more frozen.
Deep. Come a little closer. Hup. Deep. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Oh man, there is
You're
more.
in for a little shock.
Do this.
Come a little closer.
Don't you dare freeze me.
Watch out for the bubbles.
Ah!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Okay, at least the bubble one is done.
Come a little closer.
Oh wait, I have only a
You're
couple
in
of
for a little-
seconds. I have to be fast now.
You failed this time.
Oh man!
Yarn.
But not to worry. It's just training after all.
Okay,
Let's try again.
okay, I tried to be quick.
This, I don't think I can really help you because you're better on Genshin
Yeah.
Impact, so.
I know. Wait. Sometimes I see that the thing is blowing out like
Come a little closer.
frozen stuff, so then
You're in for
I
a little
don't go
shock.
close.
Come a little closer.
Okay.
You failed this time.
Man!
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
This is hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
If there would be no time limit, it's easier. Like, easier.
Still breathing. Up to it, Manzai.
Okay, I quickly defeated the one which is blowing the bubbles thing.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
This is hard.
You know, she is like.
Yeah, but I kept her actually very low levels, so I cannot really use her.
Mighty mythical beast. Sorry, pal.
Ah, okay, I
Good
completed
job.
it.
Good job.
Well done.
Ah,
Your
that was
performance
hard.
most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Okay, let's continue to go back to Mondstadt. And we have to go. Where do we have to go? There.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut?
Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to
So
prepare.
it's a
I'll
German.
have it here at the counter.
Well,
once
he
it's
is
ready.
Schubert. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean.
Hold on
Yeah.
a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I love sauerkraut.
I never expected us to have
I
such
like it too.
completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Hyman's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well...
What involves them eating out in
No?
this game?
So that's
Eating
why
what?
you wouldn't
Eating
understand
out,
how
you know,
hard
in
it is for a
restaurants,
bad
cafe,
person
or
to try to be
Ah,
good.
because they constantly eat
impossible
out
for
in
me.
every
And I
part.
have no
Yeah,
intention of
I
acting
mean,
like a good person.
why not,
All right,
I guess.
no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Okay, let's get the sauerkraut.
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot, otherwise the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Hyman's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius, and in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Okay, let's go to Schubert. So, where does he live? There. Let's go from here. But I suppose this is a story quest where we cannot play with the character, because until now all story quests had like a part where we went to a dungeon or we went somewhere and we could play a little with the character.
Maybe there's still some part where we play with this character a bit.
Can be. Do we have to climb here more? Let's just climb. Climb the house. Ah man, I cannot climb the house. Okay. Okay. Then I just climb the wall. Okay, let's see where he is. Ah, he's here.
Okay.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
Which one should I choose? I mean this, definitely.
Yeah,
it's an honor to stand before you,
Appears I
whatever.
have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
I refined my conduct,
good.
whatever.
Very good.
Everything
You
which
are
is
bright.
longer is
And
fine.
compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake. Ah, yes, this aroma, just as I remember it, and this exquisite sour flavor.
Maybe he's Austrian.
A delicacy that
Well,
only
yeah.
us noblemen and women
Actually,
could
yeah.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself. To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Let's meet his friends.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Recommended party level 69.
That's a bit high.
I think only one character is 70. What
So
I have.
maybe we should not continue this then.
Yeah, maybe we should do something else then, because
Yeah.
only he is like 70. The
Yeah,
rest
but if
is
the
very low.
recommended party is 69, then
Yeah. Okay.
Boom booms and eyes.
Well,
And boom
then
booms and mouth.
we come
let's.
back later.
Yeah, we come back later and let's continue the Archon Quest, I think.
Yeah.
Which was this one. Farewell, Archaic Lord. And we go here. Although maybe also because some of these stories just unlocked, so it kind of expects that I am on a higher level,
Can be.
I suppose.
Can be. Alright.
There is also something actually interesting I want to show. So when we have quests, there are the story quests, which, you know, are these.
Yeah.
And there are also ones which are like these. You can kind of unlock it with daily commissions. I unlocked these two, and there it's kind of like there your choices matter what you say, and you will get multiple endings. And you can see that I made one ending.
Yes, and there's
So-
possible. So there's 5 other possible left.
So you can see actually that the ending here was this one which I reached. I wonder who else reached this as first ending. And here I reached this ending.
Okay.
It's just interesting that there is so many stuff you can do, and this
Yeah.
is something I discovered recently. And of course I can also do the other, like, 5 other endings.
Whether it takes
Yeah.
me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks, I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take them across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't
Once
call
I
me
can
Gold
also
Standard
do,
Guard for nothing.
let's say, no talk video, because I think for that maybe a no talk video would be better about one of those story quests, which are like these multiple choice ones.
Okay.
Well, as it stands, we've
Because, yeah,
hired
then they have
helpers,
to really
and we've
focus on
acquired
what's
the
being
everlasting
said,
incense.
so-
The completion of our preparations is not far off.
Yeah, and I think it's also interesting for everyone.
Yeah.
What kind of ending will I reach first?
Yeah. Then you could just do like a
Well,
video where
Traveler,
you're just going through the different
Have you
endings.
gained anything
Yeah.
from our adventure so far? Odd. Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. To treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this time.
I'm not sure that
He's
he
gonna
will.
forget.
Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout Liyue.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor, at third round
Well,
knockout.
good to have a date night with him.
Nice. Okay. Let's go to the date. Ah, dear.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here! Great atmosphere!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Teyvat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide.
How
They
would you
say
like if we would
that when
have a,
Lady Ningguang
how to
ponders
say, dinner
important
and then there would be a
affairs,
storyteller
she retreats to her
telling us a
Jade
story?
Chamber with none but her
Okay.
three closest
Would it be
confidants in
nice?
tow.
So, third person
Why
suddenly,
brings she
or how
these
that
Yes.
trusted three?
We have a
to sift
dinner
through sources,
somewhere,
dig
and
through
there is a
documents,
storyteller,
looking
and the
for
storyteller
information.
tells the story while we eat.
Piece by piece, facts
I'm
and
not sure.
figures paint a
Okay.
picture on the walls
would
of the
like it?
chamber. But
I
well
don't know.
before the wall is
Maybe.
filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up.
If it would be like a video, maybe, but like, I
Having
don't know,
made
it
her
would feel
call,
maybe more
she
awkward
has
if it would
every
be, like,
last
person
document
talking.
shredded, and whoosh, she scatters
I
the
don't know.
shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow.
It's always pretty how they do
For the
these
words
visuals
of the
as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
Teyvat
for sure.
have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two ahead of your peers.
Tianchuan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the Rite of Dissension. Huh. Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Chising. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yua High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Chising. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come here. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Chising. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money
No, I
than
don't think
Paimon
it's
could
a
ever
threat.
count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
This one. I saw that many other, like, not story quests, but some other quests need this Archon Quest to be completed.
Okay.
So actually it's good if we start it.
Alright, that's good. So it's very important to...
Yeah, it is kinda. I think it unlocks some stuff. Which way do we... Okay, we are... we have to just climb mountains. Okay, which way? This way. Well, we might have to defeat these. Oh, I don't like these ones.
Aside from like boss fights or like let's say, yeah, aside from like boss fights, are there any enemies you can't really deal with? Because I think any of the normal enemies, let's say, you pretty much can deal with.
Actually, there is one or a couple. There is a place, I don't know which one, but has miasma filled or whatever monsters.
Okay.
Which are those basic monsters, but they have miasma whatever.
Yeah.
Like, how to say. Anyways, and those are much harder. I actually gave up some of the side quests which have those.
Okay.
There's
still
one
some
more,
left, yes.
and one more there.
Cool it.
So yeah, those. At some point I probably will get back to that kind of quest because there is like multiple which I abandoned.
Okay.
But as of now I am not doing those quests.
Alright. But otherwise, in general, you can with most you can deal with.
Most I can deal with, yes.
Yeah.
Also the boss fights, well, they need a lot of strategy, but they can be dealt with.
Alright.
I defeated in my... Look up there!
Ah, okay.
That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Okay, so we have to find a way to that floating place. Ah, okay. I was wondering sometimes
look,
what this was.
There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
It's fine. Try using the mechanism. Yes, but how?
Dodge this.
There's no prompt, you know, to touch E or anything like that. No.
Or maybe it shows wind, so maybe I should actually use an animal character. Yes, Lisa, bye. You're back.
I trust you have packed ample foodstuffs.
What's the name of this character again?
Xianyun.
Xianyun. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Up, up, up. And then we have... You love this, don't you?
Yes, but I am a bit... No! Okay, I have to... I was too slow. I have to go back. But yes, I like this character as well. Okay, one more time.
Okay. Up and away.
Ooh, okay. Well then I don't even have to use the... I wanna land on that.
Takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
No thanks.
No.
Right. This
not a
method
good
does
idea,
seem a
Paimon.
bit unsafe. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Okay, first of all I want the chest.
Ah, what trinkets have we here? Present them for one's perusal.
And now... I suppose we have to wait, we have to go back? I forgot already. Yes, we have to go... Yes, here. Where are we? There? Okay, let's go from here. Maybe it's closer there. Ah, there are already enemies there.
Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait.
Why is everybody so rude in this episode?
She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us.
We haven't yet showed the invitation.
Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Ooh, 71. Level 71.
This moment will be
It's hard though. I mean, Kaya is my highest, which is 70.
Dodge this.
But if even Archon Quest is having like a bit higher...
Well, that's also because the bird rank or whatever is higher, because my adventure rank is around 40, I think.
Oh, so sorry.
So then it might be a good idea to try to further level up the characters.
Yeah, I actually continued that during the week, but still, yeah.
Who goes there?
More!
Cool it.
Up to it, Manzai!
Attack! I think try it. Take the target alive.
No pain, no gain.
Dodge this.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Hey. Not nice.
No, not. Nobody is like... Where are the manners with these people? Like...
Exactly. Now I have to climb back all the way. Cannot even climb back. I fallen so much that it's hard to get back. Not nice. Okay, I think I am back.
Who goes there?
Where is the enemy? Ah, here.
Protect us.
Dodge this.
Way back.
Exactly.
Mighty mythical beast!
I can barely see what I'm doing.
Congratulations!
Attack!
have to heal the others a bit.
Yeah.
Especially after Kaya fell down because of them.
Take the target alive.
Don't get frostbite.
Attack.
Dodge this. What's the hurry?
Yeah, only 2 people left.
Dodge this.
Take the target alive.
Cool it. Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Tactical. Retreat. Attack.
Dodge this.
Okay.
Good job.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Coaching.
Ah,
These
she's
two
back.
strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the
Oh,
Guizhou
no.
ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
Yes. It should be the...
You want to go to the Jade
No,
Chamber?
it's not. It's just
Who
also
are
blue.
you?
Okay.
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhou ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence.
Ah, yeah, we
These
fixed
Millilith are
it
just here to
like
guard the scene,
last episode.
not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be
Oh,
able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor? But wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion. And, well then, may we meet again, Traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
What do you think?
I think so as well.
Yeah.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we
What
see
do you
her?
think?
Well,
Oh, right!
it went
Paimon
well.
dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect
At least she
for
wasn't
a
insulting
super
to our
rich
face,
person
you know,
like
as much
Ningguang.
as the shoe bird.
Well, yeah.
Why don't we go with that for a gift?
We're again cooking something.
Paimon,
Yes.
sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Okay, I think we can stop here and we cook next time. And we continue as we can. See you next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.